There are 6 things that when are missing, they make your food taste bad, okay? I will list all 6 of them, so when you next time you're like your food doesn't taste the best, you can come back to this list and try adding those pillars, okay? I call them pillars because I made a fucking whole video, like 38 minutes video about this pleasure hypothesis. Like, these are the 6 main pillars of the pleasure hypothesis, and they basically make your food taste good, okay? So the first one is salt, the second one is fat, and the third one is umami. The other 3 I will reveal a bit later. So, very simple. When you make, for example, a salad, okay, what do you do with it? Like, it sucks, okay, it's not good. Usually food, bland food is not tasty. Think about beans, okay, they're not good. If you add salt, if you add fat, like olive oil or something, or butter, or you add umami, okay, wait, umami, you may don't know what it is, like, it's fairly new discovery. It's like literally a taste in your tongue, okay? It's basically the savory, okay, savory taste, not salty, different than salty, savory. Like, let me think about something. Cheese, prosciutto, fucking mushrooms are umami. Soy sauce is umami, also salty, but like many times umami foods are also salty, so like it's kind of hard to picture just umami. So these are 3 of the 6 pillars. So like, trust me, when something is not tasting the best, just you may be lacking a bit of salt. Try adding more salt and it will surely taste better. Same goes with oil and umami. How do you add umami? Well, you can do this many ways. You can just include, okay, ingredients that are umami. Usually meats, okay, meats and vegetables are umami. There are vegetables that are more umami than others, like tomatoes are a little bit more umami. Tomatoes are also hosts of other 3 pillars that I will explain later. But, you know, tomatoes are generally umami. Meat, okay, especially dried meat is extremely umami. So yeah, these are the things. A quick way I add umami to my food, a bit unconventional and strange, is by adding broth powder. Broth powder, you know, the stock powder you add to the water. That is very umami. Also very salty, okay, it doesn't only come with umami. If you want to buy pure umami, I don't advise it because it's kind of strange. You can buy the actual, like, molecule of umami. For example, to add saltiness, you add salt, obviously. If you want to add umami, like pure umami, there is monosodium glutamate. Okay, monosodium glutamate is the molecule. Okay, you can buy this. Like, it is actually used in most packaged food. So if they use it, you may as well use that if you want to quit junk food. But yeah, I don't usually do that. I know there may be some consequences, there may be not. Someone says like, oh, this is no problem to have sodium glutamate. Someone says, oh, it's too exciting for your brain, that it fucks you up. Okay, so I just use ingredients that are umami. But if in case like you really wanted to use a pure umami, you can buy at some store or Amazon like this powder that is called monosodium glutamate. So these are the 3 main. Sorry, not main. Like these are 3 of the 6 pillars. The next 3 are acidity, sweetness, and digestibility. Okay, let's quickly explain digestibility because it's kind of confusing. Digestibility refers to the speed in which you digest the food you eat. Okay, so the quicker you digest a food, the more you will like it. Think about a good indicator of the digestibility component is bread. Bread, you know, the GI. Sorry, not okay, fuck it up. I meant a good indicator is the GI, the glycemic index. The glycemic index, think about bread, think about a vegetable, okay? A vegetable is not very digestible, okay? Like the glycemic index, okay, by the way, the glycemic index, to give you a picture, is basically the speed, okay, in which like you absorb the sugar of a given food, okay? So the GI of a bell pepper, I guess, is 12, something like that. The GI of bread, okay, is close to 90. Yeah, so the more a thing is digestible, the more you will like it. This is why you like chips, like, you know, those dried chips, because they're highly digestible, like you absorb them instantly, okay? Kind of the reason you like sugar, you absorb it very quickly. I also mentioned, if you noticed, sweetness. Sweetness is not the same as digestibility. You may think that a sweet thing is also highly digestible, so I may as well remove sweetness and keep digestibility, or vice versa. it is actually two different things, okay? Think about sweetness. You still like sweetness, even though they do not contribute to the digestibility component, because we are actually hardwired to like sweetness. We are also hardwired to like digestible things, so this is why I keep them both, okay? And think about bell pepper. Like, bell pepper is not digestible, it is sweet, that's why I like it, okay? It is watery and sweet. It's nothing else. I still like bell pepper, and it is because it is sweet, okay? Digestible, in other hand, is kind of a more of a something you should be more careful of. I mean, if you're trying to diet, usually when you diet, you kind of restrict highly digestible food. But you know, if you're getting out, like if you don't eat junk food, I think it is totally okay to have some bread once in a while, or even more than once in a while. But you know, you get the picture. Like, don't overdo it. Like, you can overdo it with acidity, you can overdo it with fucking fat, salt, but yeah, just be mindful of that. Acidity. This is an interesting one. Usually people, when they think about satisfaction from food, there is a book I just heard, which I honestly, I kind of agree, kind of don't, okay? It is called Salt, Sugar, Fat, something like that. And it explains how the junk food industries basically are finding the fucking bliss point of the sugar, fat and salt amounts to make you buy the product more, okay? Basically they say that the reason you like junk food is because of these three pillars, okay? Fat, sugar and salt. I kind of disagree. There are more things to that. I at the beginning I thought that was it. Then I discovered it was not actually like this. I said a story some videos ago on why I don't think this anymore, but essentially, like, I noticed that it was not always correlated that more fat and more sugar meant tastier meals. There was something else. That something else was umami, acidity, and digestibility. Yeah, and digestibility. This is because I was eating basically a meal that was not very fatty, was not sugary, there was no sugar in that. It was delicious, okay? There was not even much salt. I was like, how the fuck is this tasting good? Okay, it was basically a meatloaf with not much fat. It was pretty lean and not even much salt. The reason I liked that was because it was incredibly savory, okay? Umami. So umami, acidity is basically used in most energy drinks, in most fruit juices, okay? They add acidity correctors, okay? Because acidity is something we like. And for some reason, I don't know the science behind it, but I noticed that, like, acidity as a staple of many cuisines. Think about, just like even my cuisine, Italian cuisine, is full of, you know, tomato, onion. They are all acidic ingredients. Bulgarian cuisine, they are like the fathers of yogurt, okay? I thought that Greeks were the fathers of yogurt, but I started to think that actually Bulgarians are the inventors of yogurt. Yeah, so yogurt is acidic, and that's why they fucking use it a lot. What does yogurt fucking have? Nothing. Doesn't have much fat, doesn't have much of anything. It's just acidic, and we like acidic stuff. This is why I often include some rice vinegar or some lemon juice on my food, okay? So yeah, if you are missing, like, if your food does not taste the best, try adding salt, fat, umami, okay? And then try adding some sweetness by some sweet ingredient. Don't add sugar to your meals, obviously. And try adding some lemon juice. You may also recall this, like, many times in restaurants when they serve you like fried food, they often put a slice of lemon next to it. Or think about I mean, yes, lemon is the most used acidic ingredient, but just when you are eating some like beans or some salad, I don't fucking know, try taking a squeeze of lemon and just squeeze some in. It will make it better. Fish, okay, even fish, they often give you salt, oil, and lemon, okay? It's a fucking hack. Like, if something doesn't taste good, just take olive oil, just take some salt, and just take some lemon, squeeze it on top, pour it some olive oil, and sprinkle some salt, okay? That's all you need. You made the fucking meal 10 times better. Like, it is a fucking edible now. You see, like, it's not about spices, it's not about black pepper, it's not about basil. No, it's about fat, salt, umami, acidity, digestibility, and sweetness, okay? This is all about it. This is not about spices. You don't have to add turmeric to make your salad taste good. You have to add salt, okay? You don't have to add garlic to have your meal taste better. No, you have to add oil. And you don't have to add, like, some oregano to make the potato chips taste good. you have to add monosodium glutamate, and that's what junk food companies do. So one last thing, to add sweetness and to add digestibility. I just said sweetness, sorry if I'm repeating myself. So sweetness just includes sweet ingredients. To add digestibility, okay, you can basically do it many ways. One way people do it is usually by breading the food, okay? Think about breaded food. That's because it is more digestible, you like it more now. Another way, maybe you're having a salad or some other meal. One way you can add digestibility is just by taking some piece of bread. Sorry, bread is like the most useful, like most convenient, okay, digestible ingredient. Maybe even rice, okay, it's fine. Pasta, okay. Bread is just already ready, so it is easier to use. I just take some piece of bread and then add it to my meal. It makes it more digestible and you like it more. Yeah, editor here, and I just forgot to say that there is also actually another way to make your food more digestible, and that is simply by cooking, okay? Cooking is basically like digesting food outside of your body. So yeah, just by cooking things more, you break it down more, and yeah, cooking is making things more digestible. That's it. So these were the 6 pillars that make your food taste better. If you want to have a more in-depth guide on how to make your food taste good, again, I made a fucking huge guide. I don't expect you to watch that all. Honestly, I don't even expect you to watch that. I'm not trying to funnel you. I always say this. I'm not trying to like, get as many people on there as possible, because first of all, this video will get 20 views, okay? I'm not making any success here, and that video is not very retention high, so it will never pop off. But for the people that just know me, okay, and know my philosophy of cooking, I think it is very valuable for you guys to just look at the video to get an insightful view on the actual reason you like food, okay? So that you can basically take advantage of the things that junk food companies usually take advantage to manipulate you to buying the product, okay? Now you know that those things, I just mentioned 6 of them. In that video I go more in depth about those 6 and how to actually include them and how to actually understand them. But there is also a second section about the mental side, okay? Because yes, the physical... Basically, I separate the video in 2 sections, the physical domain and the mental domain, okay? The pleasure comes from these 2 aspects. The mental domain is not something I'm discussing in this video. The main thing, I think it is the physical one, but there is also a mental side of things that will basically prevent you to like something even though it has like all 6 of the pillars. So yeah, if you're interested in this topic, you can click the video.